This morning, right now, currently the surface temperature is at 69 degrees. Beautiful morning. Hey, today we're going to be fishing with a Strike King Bitsy bug, 1/8 ounce, tiny jig. And for the trailer, I'm going to be using a Z-Man Batwing Z. I'll take one out of the pack so y'all can see. Right here. That's the combination I'm going to start off with. Bass fishermen, that's a great combination. This is a high percentage area right here. And then we got a point in front of us, which is real high percentage. And what I'm going to do with this is a finesseful approach. Any target, whether it be wood, rock, it don't matter. I'm going to pitch that jig too. Now I work this little tiny jig just about the same as you would a plastic worm. When I feel a big rock or whatever type of piece of cover, I'm going to keep it there as long as possible, just like you would a worm. So that's exactly the way I fish it. I don't fish it real aggressive. I'm wanting it to look like a crawfish trying to get under a rock, and I want that bass to think I better eat this before he escapes. So I keep it in vision. I keep it there as long as I possibly can. And that's the way I fish with a plastic worm. Anytime I feel a piece of cover, I just try to keep it there as long as I can till I give up. Give up meaning I don't think there's a fish there because I didn't get bit. This is a deadly presentation. I just hope we can do this all day and catch fish. If we can't, I'm gonna do whatever, okay, I can to catch a few fish today. Let's catch one. There's a fish. Oh my. Well, I can tell y'all one thing. Let me loosen my drag off. That ain't no bass. I'll tell you what I got right here, folks. Right off the bat, a flathead. That's a big flathead. I'm gonna get him on out here in a little deeper water right here, and we're gonna fight him down. Now this flathead, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't seen him yet, but I know that's what he is. Hit that jig just like a big spotted bass would. Just thump. They're beautiful fish though. I love catching them, and I catch a lot of them on a jig. They love crawfish. There he is. He ain't all that big. He might be 6 pounds. Might be. He won't quit. Oh man. He just don't know when to quit. Come on in here. I don't even see that jig. That jig is gone. There we go. First flathead of the day. On a beautiful day, let me mention. I tell you, that's something else, ain't it? Got to love it. Got to simply love the sport of fishing. Can y'all see that jig? It is deep. All right, we got him loose. It wasn't bad at all. Beautiful fish, no doubt a predator. Let's let him go. Let's watch him right here, folks. There he goes. That was a heck of a battle. It really was. That fish right there, as far as pulling power, is equivalent to about an 8-pound largemouth or better. They just don't want to quit. And that's a big woo. I tell you what, folks, that was a heck of a flood. See how it tore a lot of these docks up? Man, well, we had 3 in a row. Done a lot of damage, a lot of widespread damage to these docks. The water's in terrible shape. Look at them little ducks, ain't they sweet? Look at them. Them's babies. Let's see if we can catch one. Right there, here's another dock around 6 feet. When I get to about the 3-foot mark, I'll start twitching it back. And I tell you, I don't fish them fast. I make multiple casts. They're not in a good mood. There's one. There's a good fish right there, folks. That's a good one. Yep. I had to change. Oh, wait, what's he gonna do? I had to change up everything 189 degrees. That's a good one. And I'll explain why. That's a good large jaw. I missed that fish once. Let's net him. Quit. That's a good fish right there. Come on in here, boy. That's a good fish by Ned. Look at that pink or bubble gum trick worm hanging out of his gill right there. That's a pretty good largemouth right there. The reason I had to change, for one thing, the water is real high here on the Coosa River, and these fish are suspended. And I used to do this a lot. I used to take a bubblegum trick worm, weightless, skip it up under the docks, and catch fish like this. Forgot all about it. What it is, this particular dock is 6 feet deep. Those fish are about halfway. They're actually inactive. And I've tried all kinds of stuff. I wanted to make it happen with a jig, but sometimes you gotta change. You just got to if you want to keep catching fish. Let's let him go. Quit. Let's let her go right here. That was a good fight right there. Ow. I'm glad I put that 12-pound fluorocarbon line on. I brought 8 and 12, and really I'm fishing light for this because this is 10-pound braid, frost braid, and I'm using a Shimano Celis worm and jig rod. Perfect for this right here. But the thing is, when you hook a fish under a dock, keep the pressure on him. Don't try to rush him if you're fishing a little bit light like I'm doing. But it's taking that to get that bait up under there and for a good presentation. I used a big word, presentation. Whoa, I'm talking about whoa. All right, let's put this old Walmartin on here. Zoom bubble gum trick worm. But before I do, I'm gonna split the tail. They can't stand it, folks. Right through the middle. That fish wrecked my worm. I missed him. And I skipped it back up under there again. Well, I caught him. Now I'm using a 2/0 EWG right here. And to get a really good action, I'm gonna be honest with you, on a trick worm, I leave the flat part down. Let's go in there. 7/16 of an inch. That's 1/16 less than a half. And then put it right here. See how straight that is? Now, I'm gonna skin hook it like that so it's really, really straight. Now these bass has had it. Let's skip this bait up under there. Way up under there. Same dock, but they could be another fish right here. You never know. And that's what I'm doing. I let it sink about 3 foot and I'm just twitching it back, letting it fall, letting that tail clap together, the clapper rig. I got too close. There's probably not another one there. But now I'm gonna tell you, I have in the past, no doubt, catch a couple big bass like that out from under a dock like this. You don't never know. One never knows when it comes to the sport of fishing. Skippity-doo-dah, skippity-ay. There he is. Man, about time I jerked, folks. I thought I was hung up. That fish right there took it real light. That's a spotted bass. Yeah. A lot of this stuff I forgot. Now, I mean, during a flood, if you got a flood like this and the water level's real high like this and dirty and trashy, this right here, and I like pink and I like my flathead, real loud colors. They're very visible up under there. That's a pretty good spot right there. And that, he snuck up on me. When he hit it, he sat down on it, what you call sit down on it. He didn't move a muscle. Didn't move a muscle. I was lucky he didn't blow it out on me. But let's let him go. Go on back. You got to get in there jiggy with it. That duck right there is moving 5 mile an hour. Good 5 mile an hour. Hey. Whoa. Talking about dogs on it. Whoa. Whoa. And to remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good for you.